So you may have heard there's some big changes coming up with respect to Medi-Cal in California. You might be wondering, how might those changes affect me or my loved ones? How should we plan differently? We're going to go through all of those details here. Hi, this is Ellen Cookman. Welcome to my channel. In this channel, we're going to talk about how to help special needs families set up estate plans. Estate planning for special needs families is complex, and our goal is to make it as easy for you as possible. If this information is helpful to you, please subscribe and also hit the notification button so you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. My law firm has helped hundreds of families navigate the complex waters of setting up estate plans. So I'm excited to share all of my knowledge and experience with you. All right, so let's get into it. Medi-Cal is California's version of the federal Medicaid system. So it's a comprehensive, though imperfect, health insurance program. It provides health insurance in several different categories. One category is for the aged and disabled people, and that's really where I'm going to focus today. There's also another category that you can get Medi-Cal under an expanded program, which means that you have low income, I think it's 212% or less of the federal poverty level, and you can qualify for Medi-Cal. But the one we're going to be talking about today is the aged and disabled Medi-Cal program. Okay, so for many years, people could only qualify for Medi-Cal if they had below $2,000 of countable assets. So essentially, they had to be poor, which I think is really bad policy. But for some reason, they figured out in California that that's bad policy, and they're changing this. All right, so one way that you could qualify for Medi-Cal is by receiving SSI, or Supplemental Security Income. I have a little handy dandy chart here which shows if you have below $2,000 of countable assets, you can qualify for an income stream called SSI, Supplemental Security Income. And even if you're receiving $1 of SSI, you automatically qualify for Medi-Cal. So that's one way to qualify. Another way to qualify is if you're not receiving SSI, but you're still qualified as disabled, and you can receive Medi-Cal benefits. Now, Medi-Cal benefits can be very important, especially I think about benefits for the mental health community up in San Francisco, that a lot of the doctors there require Medi-Cal eligibility in order to see those patients. So there's a lot of reasons why you might want to keep your Medi-Cal benefits. Okay, so how has this changed? So there was a new bill signed by Governor Newsom last year, this is 2022 right now, last year in July of 2021, which increased the amount of assets that you can hold on to and still qualify for Medi-Cal. That amount went from $2,000 up to $130,000, which is still not a ton of money, but it's a lot more than you could have before. And if you have dependents at home, they give you another $65,000 cushion for each dependent. So the amount that you can hold on to actually can go up depending on how many people live in your house. So how might this affect your family? Well, I've helped a lot of clients who are receiving Medi-Cal benefits, and they receive an inheritance. And that's going to bump them off of Medi-Cal. And that's really a problem because they really rely on Medi-Cal for their health insurance. Well, starting January 1st, 2024, they won't need to set up a special needs trust. I usually set up a first-party special needs trust for those people who receive an inheritance, but they're getting Medi-Cal benefits. They're not going to need that first-party special needs trust starting in 2024. Instead, they can set up a trust like a revocable trust. Perhaps they name somebody else to act as trustee of their trust. So there'll be a lot more options available in 2024. Now, if you receive a big inheritance now in 2022, you still need to do some extra planning. But I'm just saying in a couple years, we can look forward to that asset limit disappearing. Now, Medi-Cal will still have a share of cost responsibility. So depending on what your income stream is, you might need to pay some back to Medi-Cal in order to pay for your health insurance. But there's no asset limit that will bump you off of Medi-Cal now, or at least in 2024. So in summary, it's going to be a lot easier to both qualify for and maintain your Medi-Cal benefits. Now, I do want to add that this is not happening in any other state. This is only in California. So people might want to move here, for the wonderful laws that we're developing in California and hopefully will be an inspiration to many other states. So we just talked about Medi-Cal benefits. If your child is receiving other public benefits or Medi-Cal, you may need to set up a special needs trust for that child. So please watch this video here where I talk all about how to set up a special needs trust for your child. We'll see you over there.